it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life. I have some more Sterling Ink Common Planner goodness to share with you. I ended up getting half of my order and then my other half will be coming soon. I ended up placing 2 orders because I got a Christmas gift card and I used that for one of my orders. So I wanted to be able to use it, and it only let you ring in 1 credit card and it was a Visa gift card. So I had to place 2 separate orders. That's why it's split up, but I will include that footage in this video as well. We're gonna walk through the half-year common planner in the A5 size. This is something I really wanted. As soon as I saw the B6 size, I thought, oh, it's gonna be a little too small. I really would love it in the A5 size. And then they did pre-orders on A5 size, and that's what this is. It's been a while since I ordered these, and I ordered 2 of the half years and then a full year as well for the A5 size. And these ones are undated, whereas the B6 that I ended up getting are actually dated planners. I'll show you the difference. But before we do that, I'll show you guys how it came boxed up. And here is the actual packaging itself. I also did order the hourly tape as well. These are supposed to fit in the grid lines, so you can have like half-hour grid lines. I'm not going to test this out right now, but I may at some point. That just gives you a chance to make these back pages timed pages if you need to add hourly stuff to that. The weekly pages already have the times written on them, so that's not a problem. But I want to show you guys size comparison here. Of course, you guys know what A5 looks like, but there's what A5 is compared to the B6. They're the same thickness. They're the same cover. It's that mauve leatherette cover that is actually made out of paper. It's not plastic. And the covers have gotten a little bit of a redesign. They're much thicker. Like looking at this, you can tell this one's much flimsier of a cover and this one's much more sturdy cover. And then also there is no gilding on the edging. Some people didn't like the gilding, some people did, and they went no gilding on this pre-order. So I actually happen to like it. I don't care that it will like flake off and look distressed over time. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually really like the white edging too, so it really just doesn't matter to me either way. It's pretty either way. So let's go ahead and hop in. It's the same layout where you get a couple of pages in the front, the monthly pages, the weekly pages, and then the daily pages. But these ones happen to have 0 dates on them whatsoever. So you get the index type of page on the front here. It looks like 2 pages of that. Then you get your goal page, and this is an interesting goal breakdown way. It's got boxes on here. This whole thing is, of course, grid lines, but there's also these grid boxes that are a little bit darker around. So you have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different goal sections, and then there's categories where you plan it out, like from the very far future all the way to the daily practices that are going to get you to whatever goal it is. So I like how this is broken down. I have not broken my goals down like this, but I like the concept of this and definitely intend on trying this out at some point. Just helps you break down your goals. So you've got someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. So you can break it down in lots of different ways and really map out your goals in a cool way, and I like that. And then you have these pages here. These are like those goal habit tracking type of pages where it's got room for 3 different things up at the top, like months on each page. So I'll show you what the dated one looks like. So this one actually has 2 pages in the front. One's an index and one's actually the month. So you got the index and then the goal page that I just showed you, but this is what this page will look like, and it doesn't have any of the dates on it whatsoever. So this one has the days of the weeks. This one has the number days of the weeks and also the week. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, that kind of thing on here too. And then it also has the months in this section. You can see that. It's got the months. So this is something you would have to fill out yourself since it is undated. It doesn't make sense for them to map this out the same way, but it gives you the pages in here so you can map them out how you want them. You have 2 pages like this, so for the first half of the year. And then you move into your monthly calendar, and again, no dates, no numbers, no days of the week headers at the top, so you can make this a Sunday start or a Monday start. It's undated, so you get to do whatever you want with it, but you can see the grid line boxes on here, and then there's a little bit of a gap margin on the bottom and also down the side here as well. So that's what your months look like. I'm going to see how many they give you, because I think in the other one they give you 1 month extra, like a grace month. I started the monthly pages in December last time. Okay, so you got 8 months worth of monthly pages in here. I'm going to see if this one's the same way. This one might be set up the same way, because I think you had the choice to start June in here. Yeah, so you get June and then I think you get an extra month. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it also gives you January. So yeah, it does have 8. Okay, I didn't realize it had 8, but this one has 8. And then this is the actual weekly page. And again, it's undated, so you can make it be a Monday start or a Sunday start. You can put your own headers and your dates. The only thing that's really outlined on here is the hours, and it's so little that you could totally use them or not use them. And I really, really like this. We're going to compare sizes here with the smaller version. Let's see how many grid, like it's only off by 1 grid, it looks like. So you get 1 extra grid on these ones than you do on the B6. So it's not all that much bigger of a planner. So I think these ones will work with Hobonichi kits. I did end up ordering a couple of Hobonichi sticker kits to see if it will work with that. So we'll see about that. The cousin kits might end up working with this. I think it's the same size or very, very similar, but I will definitely be doing a review of that as well. For this one, it looks like the numbers show up really, really nicely. Let's see about this other one. Yeah, they show up really nicely too. I think the ink is a touch darker for these, so the hours show up a little bit darker. The grid looks a little bit darker, and I like the improvements that they've made to this. Of course, I would have loved to have a dated one, but because I already have dated ones of the B6, I don't necessarily need this one to be dated. I won't use it in the same capacity, at least not this year, and then it's not dated, so I can use it next year. But that's what the weekly pages look like. And then moving into the back, the regular undated pages are super simple. They start, actually there's a blank, not numbered page on the back of the last weekly page, and then it moves into page number 1, and then it's numbered from there. So 1, 2, 3, onward, all the way to the end, and see how many we've got here. We've got 189 blank pages, and these ones are just grid, but if you can see really, really carefully, there's dots to mark the midline. So these dots are darker here, so you can make a line across, and then there's dots here that mark the midline that make a line up and down. So that helps you out if you're gonna do any sort of drawing on here, any sort of graphs or boxes or anything that helps you know where all of the centers are. And it's just lined pages. So it's just the same as the other book, just lined pages, but I really just like the A5 size. This one will fit perfectly in my planner folio, which I'm super excited about. This is the Moxie Life Planner Folio. They call it a Moxie Folio, and it's like a traveler's notebook style book. It's got the elastics just like a traveler's notebook, but this is an A5 size one now, so it will fit in here. I tried the B6 in here and it was a little bit small. It just didn't go really nicely in here, but look, it fits. It's so cute. I'm excited to be able to put it in here now. And yeah, I've been loving my sterling ink. Here's the one I've been using. I've been using it since December and really, really liking it. I use the monthly, weekly, and daily pages of it, and you can see it's getting nice and fluffy. I just love this one so much. Of all the planners I've been using, I've been most consistent with the Moxie Life flagship, doing my goal setting, and then also this one, just doing like creative sticker sneeze type of pages. Just playing around with it, playing with stickers, and then also doing journaling in the back, which I'm not going to share, but I've really, really enjoyed it. So I wanted to get the A5 size as well. I really, really like it. I'm totally hooked on the Tomoe River paper, and I'm excited to have this size. So when the other half of my order gets here, I will finish this video up and show you guys the full year as well. This one is unlabeled on the binding, whereas the dated ones do have the year on them. So that's something to note. And this one has the year, and this one doesn't, since it's undated. Okay, disclaimer, nails are totally wrecked. I ended up trying to help open my friend's gate, like an entry gate to their yard, because it malfunctioned. So I was like trying to pull the latch up, totally wrecked my nails, but we're still gonna go with it because I wanted to show you guys these. I did end up getting my second order. I did a quick little unboxing, which I'll show. I've got 2 of the half years and then 1 of the full years. I did a little comparing size-wise, and then I got 1 cover, and I think this is half-year cover. I'm not exactly sure. It has been so long since I ordered these. These were on a pre-order for just the longest time, so I'm gonna stick it on one of these half years. And I've heard that you can use like a blow dryer if they're tight, and then it'll go on a lot easier and get more form-fitting. But I don't know how I feel about it being all plasticky. I just thought it was a good thing to try to protect the outside of it. But I haven't had one of these before. I've just been using my other sterling ink just fine without it. So I don't know how I feel about the cover being on there. I don't know that I'm gonna use it with a cover on there, but I like the idea of being able to stick something in here. Like I saw people use these Coffee Monsters postcards and things and just stick them inside the laminated covers, or like vellum sheets in the laminated covers. So I like that idea. Also, you can use the inside flap and tuck something in there as well. So it just gave a little bit more functionality and options to the cover, but I don't know how I feel about it. It does fit really nicely. There's a little bit of room to stick more things in it. Yeah, so there's the cover. I don't know. I already walked through this book. The full year is the exact same thing, except in one book. I don't know how many months this one has in it. So it starts out the same way. You get the index page, the place to put your yearly calendar, your goals page. It's laid out the exact same way with the grid style thing. And then your quarterly pages here. So you have room to write out quarterly priorities, and then the habit tracker type of thing down the list. So you get 4 of those. I'm skipping pages because they're super thin. You get 4 of those guys, and then you move into the monthly calendars. So this is what they look like. 14. So you do get 14. So basically like 1 month grace period on each side of the year. But since these are undated, you can start them whenever and get 14 months use out of it. Now these ones each have 8 months in them. So if you get 2 of the half years, you actually get 16 of the monthly calendars, but you still only get a year's worth of the weekly pages. So this is a half year of weekly pages. This is the full year of the weekly pages in here. And the weekly pages look the exact same as we talked about. So moving past all of those weekly pages, then you just get your lined pages at the end here. And they are numbered again. So they're not dated, but you get enough for a full year. So there's the last of the weekly pages. And then you start page number 1 here on this side. So this is just a half sheet of whatever you want. And then it goes all the way to, let's see, goes all the way to 269 pages on the last page with the common planner information on the back, the little coverlet page, and then the back cover, and that's it. So very simple, the exact same layout and format of the first dated ones, the 2023 ones, the exact same format and layout, just a bigger size and no gilding on the edges of these ones, but it's exactly the same book. The covers are upgraded. They're definitely thicker on the year and the half years. They're all thicker, and otherwise it's just great. It's just an undated version of the same thing I've already fallen in love with. So there you go. That's what they look like. I'm super thrilled with them. I'm going to be having a lot of fun playing around with these. As undated ones, I'll be able to use a lot more stickers and not feel like I'm wasting them covering up the dates that are already there. Since these have no dates, I feel no hesitation on using actual dated stickers now, because I'm not covering up anything. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the sterling ink. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow me along. Also, check out my sterling ink playlist down below. I'll leave it in the description box for you guys. And have a great day. Catch you later. Bye.